Hi everybody, welcome back. So in this video,
I'm so happy that I am healed now before I came on to tell my story because y'all are eating me alive. Jesus. I mean, where's the girl's girl?
Please tell me y'all done seen the video of the lady who said her baby daddy cheated on her and ended up paralyzed. Yes, she said he ended up paralyzed, and the video perspective is her filming him rolling in his wheelchair in a living room with a toddler crawling behind the wheelchair. So of course people eating her up in the comments. So she then created another video saying that when she went to the hospital, whoa, let me take a step back. Let's talk about how he ended up paralyzed. She said he ended up paralyzed because the woman that he was cheating with, her man came in a house and shot him, and that's how he ended up paralyzed. Yeah, crazy, right? So she said when she went to the hospital to see about him, because I guess she got the phone call that he was in a hospital, she said 3 other women showed up to the hospital concerned about his well-being. So not only was he cheating with the woman whose dude paralyzed him, but 3 other women, and not including her, so 4 women were in the waiting area trying to see if he was going to recover. Ladies, if this was you in this predicament, what would you do?
yeah. Now, the original poster, who is the first lady that I put in the video, I couldn't put her whole story because it's long. She has an issue because she brought the story on the internet, and everybody in the comment section is asking her, "Why are you still with him?" Okay. And so she's like, why is everybody coming for her? Why is everybody dragging her? She thought the women were going to be girls, and support her. Women were dragging her in the comment section. I went and said a few comments here and there. Okay. I don't know what kind of support she thought she was going to get, but she didn't get the outcome she wanted. Okay. And people were coming for her. But anyway, let's get into it quickly.
She just did a video saying she don't understand why people in the comments eating her up. She thought that we were supposed to be girls. And I think we are being girls. A girl's girl is going to tell you the truth, right, wrong, or indifferent. The truth, whether you like it or not, sometimes needs to be said. How are you? Put it like this. Had that man not gotten paralyzed, he would likely still be cheating on you or cheating on her. He would probably not even be with her because he has other options. I think it's very convenient for a man to be committed to you now. Hell, he's relying on you for his day-to-day care, for his day-to-day well-being, for his financial well-being. There's not much that he can do to be a provider. So at this point, he needs you more than you need him. So you have the upper hand, you have the control. There is just no way that I personally would be taking care of a man that became paralyzed, became incapacitated while he was cheating on me. And to add insult to injury, 3 other women showed up at the hospital? No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
Coming through the window, shooting him 5 times.
Why you still there? Why that girl ain't taking care of him? Why you still there?
Cheated and ended up paralyzed.
So yeah, he cheated and the
Y'all go back and watch that video. So he cheated on his girl. The girl he cheated with came through the window and shot him 5 times. Now he paralyzed. Now the girl that he cheated on is taking care of him. My thing is, when God want to punish somebody and let them suffer, who are you to get in the way of that? Nobody told you to save him, ma'am. I'm sorry. I hate to be heartless about it, but sometimes God will punish you and take everything away from you and have you in a messed up situation because the people that you helping is meant to suffer. Who are you to get in the way of God's plans? He's supposed to be laid out somewhere, crawling to try to figure it shit out for himself, not you coming to the rescue after he did you dirty. Now, when some shit fucked up happened to you in your life, it's because you got in the way of his fucked up life. Yeah.
Your boyfriend was left paralyzed because he cheated on you, and the person that he cheated on you with, people came in the house and pump him 5 times. Now, I don't know if I'm too deep off in TikTok streets, so y'all in the same street as me, but a lady uploaded a video of her boyfriend, and he was in a wheelchair, and the baby was crawling behind him, and she was basically saying, like, yes, he cheated on me, and the person that he cheated on me with, people came home and pump him, which left him paralyzed, you know, because he was pump 5 times. Now she goes on to say in another video, because y'all ate her up in the comments, she goes on to say y'all not being girls and y'all not being supportive. She loves him, and you know, not only that, some of the backstory was when he was in the hospital, other women showed up outside of her and, you know, worried about him. And she goes on to say, like, you know, she ended up taking him back, she forgave him. So not only you, but other women, girl, listen, I don't know who need to hear this. You do not get a surprise. You don't get no trophy. You don't get no reward for being there through thick and thin. Like, when female are so male-centered that they can go through anything and everything with a man, and a man wouldn't dare do it for them, it really, really bothers me. And I don't care how much y'all be saying, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. When you love yourself, it shows. The things you put up with shows what type of love you have for yourself, and y'all be going for anything. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, do you think sir would have took you back paralyzed to be taking care of you, wiping your butt, feeding you, catering to you, and you had walked out and cheated on him, and 4 other men showed up to the hospital? Like, we have to be for real. We have to be, you know, realistic about things. And I hate that so many women think, oh, I'm gonna stick around because this is love. Like, if this isn't love, I can be dreaming or just playing crazy. Count me out.
While that story is not an unusual story, I'm going to share one of similar capacity to answer a few of the questions that you asked. This one I heard on TikTok itself, but I've heard of so many. So this young lady has a friend. The friend that she has is a guy, and he's with a girl that does everything for him. She washes, she cooks, she cleans, she has kids for him. She does everything. And she said to him, why do you cheat? For example, a girl named Mary, why are you cheating on Mary? She's a good girl. She does everything for you. Why do you cheat on her? This guy turned his mouth to the sky to say, the baby mother, is not his dream girl. The dream girl that he wants, he cannot afford. And if he goes with her, he knows that he will not be able to maintain and sustain her. And so he cheats on Mary because Mary will always take him back. So I'm sharing that story to say there's so many women out here who allow men to walk over them because of something that is lacking in their lives. From a holistic perspective, be it spiritually, emotionally, or physically. And so they cling on to somebody or something that make it seem as if they are getting what it is that they need. But in all essence, we know that what they're given is complete garbage. And so they have already gotten acclimated to that said person. So it's going to be hard for them to walk away from it. And this is why I stand 10 toes down with 10 fingers in the air. You must take yourself to therapy and be intentional about working on your next move, working on your healing and assessing what that looks like for you. Because if you don't, men like that man is going to take advantage of you. Now, could it be me? Hell to the no. He would have to find somebody else plus somebody else to do it, because I am not. You'd have to go back to the man that shot you for the woman that you were with and ask them to help you, because you, sir, would never have that opportunity after you have cheated to come back in my realm to get anything from me, unless God told me to give you a cup of water to quench your thirst. Outside of that, you will never get help from me, because you are who you chose to be. And now you're in a wheelchair. You want my sympathy to come and take care of you. You didn't want me when you were walking. Why would you want me know that you're crippled? So I just had to share that story. Hope it creates some level of insight.
Yeah. And to be honest, I feel like we've gotten to a place on social media in general. One thing I've observed and noticed is that a lot of women are tired of these type of content. Like, when you come online and you have issues with your relationship, your partner, your husband, and you decide to pick a camera and film it and post it online, right? If the video is not something that is going to encourage or uplift or help other women in any way, shape, or form, people are not having it, because most of the times, most of these women come online, they share their stories, right? People come in droves to support them, hoping that they will leave the situation, right? Only for them to turn around and still be in that same marriage or relationship. Okay, so people are getting to that point where they are tired of it. They are fed up with it. Okay, because it's the same. I don't know if you remember that random man from Atlanta. So I don't know if it was 2 years ago, where this lady came and said this guy had multiple baby mamas and she didn't know about it. She got pregnant by him and so on and so forth. People came together, supported her. She became big because of that. Everybody thought she was going to move on with her life and so on and so forth. Then, bam. A few months later, the guy was back in her life again. Okay? And there's so many other examples and so many other stories. So when you bring your kids online like this and people are not seeing you make it, especially in a situation like this where you've decided to stay, like, what do you want people to tell you? What's the outcome? What do you want them to say? Because people are tired. People are fed up. A lot of women are fed up with the same thing happening over and over and over again. If you are in a relationship and you're not happy about it, people are expecting you to leave instead of putting the story online. Okay, so if you're going to put a story online, right? And the story is not about you wanting to find ways and means to leave or leaving, and talking about how you left or something like that. A lot of people are not going to feel empathy or sympathy for you. A lot of people are not going to feel sorry for you. A lot of people are not going to come together and support you, because they know you've decided to stay, because your man, your husband, your boyfriend at the time decided to cheat on you with another man's wife, if I heard it correctly. The man's husband came in, found you guys together, pew-pewed you ended up being disabled, and you decided to stay with him. At this point, keep it off the internet. That's all I'm saying. Don't post it. Don't bring it to the internet, because you'll be surprised that it will be very cool. People won't care. The fact that she's bringing it, I thought you were girls. I'm like, this is not, because for the most part, and they've all said it, for the most part, for girls, we will tell you how it is. We'll tell you, sis, this is not right. This is not cool. You are not moving right. The way you are moving is going to affect you. That's what we are going to do. Okay, we are going to tell you the truth, and probably you will not like the truth. You are saying that you have healed and you have moved on. So he's not a bad man to you. Like, do you get it? It's like, it doesn't make sense to a lot of people. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. This is just a message to all the ladies out there. If you're going through something in your relationship or your marriage, I just want you to know that social media at this point, a lot of people are fed up. A lot of people are tired. A lot of people don't care. Okay? So if it's either you are in something that is very toxic and abusive and you're trying to find ways and means to live and you're looking for help, that way people will come and support you. But if you have decided to stay regardless and you are still there, right? And, whatever it is working out for you, right? You can still share your story. I can't tell you not to share your story, right? But don't expect to get any form of empathy or sympathy from a lot of people, because most people, they don't care anymore. That's all I'm saying, okay? And for me personally, if I'm going to give you any advice about this, don't post it, leave it, keep it in the private, okay? There's no need for you to put it online, because you'll be surprised, okay? But anyway, I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you again in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.